Welcome. In this video, you'll find 40 plus common SEO interview questions with sample answers, perfect for both freshers and experienced professionals. We'll cover essential concepts, strategies, and practical tips to help you ace your next SEO interview. Let's get started.
What is SEO? SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. It involves optimizing a website to improve its visibility and ranking on search engine results pages, SERPs, for relevant keywords. Why are you interested in a career in SEO? I am fascinated by how search engines work and enjoy the challenge of improving website rankings. SEO combines my interests in technology, marketing, and data analysis. What are the main components of SEO? The main components of SEO are on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and technical SEO. On-page SEO involves optimizing content and HTML source code, off-page SEO focuses on building backlinks, and technical SEO ensures that a website meets the technical requirements of search engines. What is a keyword and why is it important in SEO? A keyword is a term or phrase that users enter into search engines. Keywords are important because they help search engines understand the content of a web page and match it with relevant search queries. What tools do you use for keyword research? I use tools like Google Keyword Planner, SEMrush, Ahrefs, and Moz to find relevant keywords and analyze their search volume, competition, and trends. What is on-page SEO? On-page SEO refers to the practice of optimizing individual web pages to rank higher and earn more relevant traffic. This includes optimizing title tags, meta descriptions, headers, content, and internal links. What is off-page SEO? Off-page SEO involves activities outside of the website to improve its ranking. This primarily includes building high-quality backlinks from other reputable websites. What is a backlink? A backlink is a link from one website to another. Backlinks are important for SEO because they signal to search engines that the content is valuable and trustworthy. How do you approach link building? I focus on creating high-quality content that others want to link to, reaching out to relevant websites for guest posting opportunities, and participating in industry forums and communities. What is technical SEO? Technical SEO involves optimizing the technical aspects of a website to ensure that search engines can crawl and index it effectively. This includes improving site speed, mobile friendliness, and fixing crawl errors. What is a sitemap and why is it important? A sitemap is a file that lists all the pages of a website. It helps search engines understand the structure of the site and find all the pages for indexing. What is robots.txt? Robots.txt is a file that tells search engine crawlers which pages or sections of a website should not be crawled or indexed. How do you measure the success of an SEO campaign? I measure the success of an SEO campaign by tracking key metrics such as organic traffic, keyword rankings, conversion rates, and the number of backlinks. What is Google Analytics and how do you use it in SEO? Google Analytics is a web analytics tool that tracks and reports website traffic. I use it to analyze user behavior, track conversions, and measure the effectiveness of SEO strategies. What is a meta description and why is it important? A meta description is a brief summary of a web page's content that appears in search engine results. It is important because it can influence click-through rates. What is the difference between white hat and black hat SEO? White hat SEO refers to ethical practices that comply with search engine guidelines, while black hat SEO involves manipulative techniques that violate these guidelines and can result in penalties. What is a 301 redirect? A 301 redirect is a permanent redirect from one URL to another. It is used to pass the SEO value from the old URL to the new one. How do you stay updated with the latest SEO trends and changes? I follow industry blogs, attend webinars, participate in SEO forums, and subscribe to newsletters from reputable sources like Moz, Search Engine Journal, and Google Webmaster Central. What is the importance of mobile friendliness in SEO? Mobile friendliness is crucial because a significant portion of web traffic comes from mobile devices. Google also uses mobile-first indexing, meaning it primarily uses the mobile version of a site for ranking and indexing. Can you describe a challenging SEO project you worked on and how you handled it? I worked on a project where the website had a high bounce rate. I conducted a thorough audit, identified issues with page load speed and content relevance, and implemented improvements. As a result, the bounce rate decreased, and user engagement increased. What is your approach to keyword research? I start by understanding the target audience and their search behavior. I use tools like Google Keyword Planner, SEMrush, and Ahrefs to identify high-volume, low-competition keywords. I also analyze competitors' keywords and consider long-tail keywords for more specific targeting. How do you stay updated with the latest SEO trends and algorithm changes? I follow industry blogs like Moz, Search Engine Journal, and Google's Webmaster Central blog. I also participate in webinars, attend SEO conferences, and engage in online communities and forums. Can you explain the importance of backlinks in SEO? Backlinks are crucial as they signal to search engines that other websites find your content valuable and trustworthy. High-quality backlinks from authoritative sites can significantly improve a site's ranking and visibility. How do you handle a sudden drop in organic traffic? I start by checking Google Analytics and Search Console for any manual actions or penalties. I analyze recent changes in the site, review backlink profiles for any toxic links, and compare keyword rankings before and after the drop. I also check for any recent algorithm updates that might have affected the site. What is your experience with technical SEO? I have extensive experience with technical SEO, including optimizing site speed, ensuring mobile friendliness, fixing crawl errors, implementing structured data, and managing XML sitemaps and robots.txt files. How do you approach on-page SEO? I focus on optimizing title tags, meta descriptions, headers, and content for target keywords. I also ensure proper internal linking, use of alt tags for images, and maintain a clean URL structure. What tools do you use for SEO analysis and why? I use tools like Google Analytics for traffic analysis, Google Search Console for monitoring site performance, SEMrush and Ahrefs for keyword research and backlink analysis, and Screaming Frog for technical audits. Can you describe a successful SEO campaign you managed? I managed an SEO campaign for an e-commerce site that resulted in a 50% increase in organic traffic over 6 months. I conducted a thorough site audit, optimized product pages, built high-quality backlinks, and created engaging blog content targeting long-tail keywords. How do you measure the success of an SEO strategy? I measure success using key metrics such as organic traffic, keyword rankings, conversion rates, bounce rates, and the number of quality backlinks. I also track user engagement metrics like time on site and pages per session. What is your approach to link building? I focus on creating high-quality, shareable content that naturally attracts backlinks. I also reach out to industry influencers and bloggers for guest posting opportunities and use broken link building and skyscraper techniques. How do you optimize content for voice search? I optimize for voice search by focusing on natural language and conversational keywords. I also create FAQ sections to address common queries and ensure that content is mobile-friendly and loads quickly. What is your experience with local SEO? I have experience optimizing Google My Business profiles, building local citations, and creating location-specific content. I also focus on acquiring reviews and ensuring NAP, name, address, phone number, consistency across all platforms. How do you handle duplicate content issues? I use canonical tags to indicate the preferred version of a page, implement 301 redirects for duplicate pages, and use the noindex tag for pages that should not be indexed. I also ensure unique content creation and manage URL parameters effectively. What is your approach to mobile SEO? I ensure that the site is mobile-friendly by using responsive design, optimizing page load speed, and ensuring that content is easily accessible on mobile devices. I also focus on mobile-specific user experience factors. How do you use data to inform your SEO strategies? I analyze data from tools like Google Analytics and Search Console to understand user behavior, identify high-performing content, and uncover areas for improvement. I use this data to refine keyword strategies, optimize content, and improve site structure. What is your experience with international SEO? I have experience optimizing sites for different languages and regions by using hreflang tags, creating region-specific content, and ensuring that the site structure supports international targeting. How do you handle negative SEO attacks? I monitor backlink profiles regularly to identify any suspicious or toxic links. I use tools like Google Disavow to disavow harmful links and ensure that the site follows best practices to avoid penalties. What is your approach to content marketing in SEO? I create high-quality, relevant content that addresses the needs and interests of the target audience. I also promote content through social media, email marketing, and outreach to industry influencers to attract backlinks and drive traffic. How do you optimize a website for featured snippets? I optimize content to answer specific questions clearly and concisely. I use structured data, create lists and tables, and ensure that the content is well organized and easy to read. What are some common SEO mistakes you have encountered and how did you fix them? Common mistakes include keyword stuffing, ignoring mobile optimization, and having a poor site structure. I address these by conducting thorough audits, implementing best practices, and continuously monitoring and refining SEO strategies. How do you approach a comprehensive SEO audit? I start with a technical audit using tools like Screaming Frog and Google Search Console to identify crawl errors, broken links, and site speed issues. Next, I perform an on-page audit to optimize title tags, meta descriptions, headers, and content. I also analyze the backlink profile using Ahrefs or SEMrush and review the site's overall user experience and mobile friendliness. Can you explain the concept of EAT and its importance in SEO? EAT stands for expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. It's a concept from Google's Quality Rater guidelines that emphasizes the importance of high-quality content. Websites that demonstrate strong EAT are more likely to rank higher, especially in YMYL, your money or your life, niches like health and finance. How do you handle a website migration to ensure minimal impact on SEO? I start by creating a detailed migration plan, including a full backup of the site. I map old URLs to new URLs and implement 301 redirects. I update internal links, submit the new sitemap to Google Search Console, and monitor the site closely post-migration for any issues.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel and hit the like button.